Yo, what's good, y'all? DFJ Hoops here, back again with another live stream. Hey, man, we got breaking news. We got breaking news. So, as y'all come in, please make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. But in case you missed this, the 76ers just made a move ahead of the trade deadline. They trade Caleb Martin to the Dallas Mavericks for guard Quentin Grimes. And funny enough, the Sixers take on the Dallas Mavericks tonight. So, I mean, Caleb is not going to play anyway because he's hurt. But yeah, that's the breaking news that we got right now for Sixer fans. As soon as y'all come in, please make sure you smash the like button. Salute to my guy Mike Sports Vibes. Appreciate you. Says I love this trade. My guy RJ in the building. He says, "Let's go. We got rid of a bum." Oh my goodness. RJ is letting it all out. Pause. But yeah, let's get into this report right quick. I just want to read this off real quick and then I get into my thoughts. So here's the article right here. One second. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so here. All right, so it says report the Sixers trade Caleb Martin to the Mavericks for Quentin Grimes. Right here it says the Philadelphia 76ers have made their first move at the trade deadline. They will move on from a big addition they made in the offseason who has been dealing with injuries but has been on the way from a groin and hip injury, which I don't know when he suffered the groin injury, but that's for another time. The Sixers will send Caleb Martin to the Dallas Mavericks in exchange for Quentin Grimes and will get their own 2025 second round pick back from the Mavs. Martin played in 31 games for the Sixers and averaged 9.1 points, 4.4 rebounds, and 2.2 assists while shooting 43% from the floor and 37% from deep. As for the return, Grimes is averaging 10.2 points while shooting 39.8% from deep for the Mavericks in 47 games with 12 starts. One has to believe he will slide into Philly's rotation and provide some floor spacing. So that's the report. Let me read this last paragraph right here. It says, it is interesting timing when considering the Sixers will face the Mavericks on Tuesday at the Wells Fargo Center. Martin will just have to go down the hall to the visitors' locker room and will look to make an impact in Dallas. So that's what we got right now. That's the move right now. Now here are my thoughts. And as y'all come in, smash the like button. And I'm gonna definitely drop the link for people. I want to hear people's thoughts on this now. This is a good trade, right? It definitely is a good trade considering the guard depth that the Sixers have, right? The Sixers don't have too many guards that can really handle the rock. The Sixers have a lot of older guard players, right? Kyle Lowry, Reggie Jackson, Eric Gordon. Like these guys are older players, right? They can't really play a lot of minutes and give you consistent production like that, right? So getting a Quentin Grimes, who's a much younger player, I think he was drafted in 2021 or 2022. He's very, very young, almost 25 years old. Now, I'm not saying that Quentin Grimes makes the Sixers immediate championship favorites, right? That's not what he does. That's not the caliber of player he is. But I think he's a very, very solid player. If you have him in the guard rotation, he can definitely, whether he's coming off the bench or whether he's starting, he can definitely give you some ball handling responsibilities. As we saw in the report, he's a very good floor spacer as well, shooting 40% from the three for the Dallas Mavericks. So he can handle the ball. He can shoot the ball. He can also sometimes, not consistently, but from time to time, he can also create opportunities for others, right? Even though that's not his primary job. And he's a solid defender as well, right? He's not no lockdown defender. He's not going to be locking guys up on the other team, but he can offer you some level of resistance, right? He's 6'4", 6'5", long wingspan, can move side to side. And I mean, I remember his time with the Knicks. He was a fan favorite for the Knicks, right? But later on, he fell out the rotation. Whatever happened with them, that's them. But one memory that I have of Quentin Grimes was in Game 5, in the second round when they took on the Miami Heat, in 2023. And on the last possession, where it was a very, very close game, and I think Jimmy Butler or Bam Adebayo had, caused him to twist his. They caused him to twist. He twisted his knee, and then even though he felt some pain, like he was grimacing, he still did not give up on that play and fought hard to get a stop to help the Knicks win Game 5. So, the reason I brought this up is to prove that he's he's a very, very tough player. He doesn't really seem to give up on plays that often. If he steps on the floor, he's going to give you everything he has from night in and night out. Right now, he's not going to be giving us 25 points per game. He's not going to be locking other guys up, but he's definitely going to try his best. Right, giving the Sixers what they need, and what the Sixers need is a very quality, guard player, whether it's coming off the bench or starting, somebody who can give Maxey a rest sometimes, right? Not for a long time, not for long stretches, but from time to time, somebody who can handle the ball, somebody who can, shoot the ball, somebody who could, be a scoring threat on the other side of the floor, and also somebody who could play defense on the other side to, stop some of these other guards, right? Um, RJ says, and he's taller than 6'2". Let's fuck. Yeah, I think he's about 6'3", 6'4", or maybe even 6'5". So he's a bigger guard, right? He's still small, but for a guard size, he's much bigger than the average guard in the league, right? In the Eastern Conference, you got a bunch of 6'2", 6'1", 6'3" guys, right? Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Trae Young, Jalen Brunson, like these are midget guards, right? But getting a Quentin Grimes, that really helps you in terms of your guard rotation, right? So now you don't got to rely on other guards like what you call it, the Kyle Lowrys, the Eric Gordons. You don't have to rely on them no more. Reggie Jackson, but now with you having, or with the Sixers having Quentin Grimes, now it's up to it's up to Nick Nurse to play some of these younger guys, right? So that will be determined, because last season, a lot of people were telling me that Nick Nurse, continued to play Kyle Lowry, but I kept telling them that because DeAnthony Melton was injured, that's why I believe he was playing Kyle Lowry all those minutes. So now with them having a very, a good guard, right, a good enough guard player, right, and Quentin Grimes, who, I don't know if he's injury prone. Let me take a quick look right quick. So. Yeah, he came in the league 2021, 2022, and he plays a lot of games. Played 51 games last season. So, Detroit was a team, so he got shipped off to Detroit by the trade deadline. So, maybe he probably dealt with some injuries over there. So, but let me get into my thoughts, right? Like I said, I think this is a good trade. Now, I'm a little bit, because Caleb was one of my favorite players on the Sixer team. Now, I know how RJ feels about Caleb Martin, but I felt like people had a lot of expectations for him, right? I felt like people thought he was going to come to this team and, replicate what he was doing in the playoffs for the Miami Heat. I thought people felt like he was going to do the same thing with the Sixers in the regular season. And the thing is, that's not the caliber player he is. I think he thrives with, being in a role where he has to back up the star players, right? If he's playing behind, the Jimmy Butlers, the Bam Adebayos, and then he's able to settle in his role, which is, play defense on the other side, shoot the ball, and take advantage of his opportunities. And what I mean by opportunities is when somebody gets doubled, when the Jimmy Butler gets doubled, or when the Bam Adebayo gets doubled and he is free, he can definitely make the defense pay for it, right? I think that's the caliber of player he is. Now, unfortunately, he did not have a very good stint with the Sixers. I think if I look at his stats, he only averaged 9 points, like we saw in the report, right? Let me just get this right. Yeah, he only gave the Sixers 9 points, 2.2 rebounds. Wait, 9 points, 4.4 rebounds, 2.2 assists, and he's shooting 43% from the field, 37%, 38% from the 3-point line, which is it's above league average. But from the free throw line, he was very, very atrocious, shooting 62% from the free throw line, which I believe he was dealing with the injury at the start of the season, because we all remember he had like a hitch in the shot, right, where he'll just tweak a little bit while he's in midair before releasing the shot, which had every Sixer fan really concerned, right? But he had some good games here or there with the Sixers, most notably against the Boston Celtics, where I think he made career high in threes and finished with about 23 or 25 points, and helping the Sixers win that game against the Boston Celtics. So that was one of his best games with the Sixers, I believe. But other than that game, he probably had a few games here or there where he was giving you double digit in rebounds, but for the most part, his tenure with the Sixers is not what Sixer fans expected. Now, I don't think he's really a regular season player. Just like a few other players, I think he really thrives in the postseason. Kind of like what Jamal Murray does, right? Jamal Murray can get into the playoffs and give you 30-point per game averages, but in the regular season, he's not giving you 30 points per game, right? So when you have Caleb Martin on the other hand, who gives you 9 points, 10 points, but goes into a playoff series and then his production significantly increases, I think that's the caliber of player that the Sixers were expecting to get. But unfortunately, we didn't get that. But in return, you get Quentin Grimes, who, a very young guard, has a ton of potential as a role player, not as a star player, right? He's not going to make no all-star team. He's not going to be making the all-NBA team. But as a solid role player, I think he can definitely help the other team's guards, and he can definitely strengthen the guard play on any team, right? A few examples with him on the Knicks, where he was playing a significant role in a 22-23 season. I think at one point he was starting with Jalen Brunson in the backcourt, right? So he has experience, playing with star players, right? And then he's coming from the Dallas Mavericks, where he's playing with Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. These are two star guards, right? So it's not going to be any different with him playing for the 76ers with a Tyrese Maxey, or even maybe if Jared McCain blossoms, if the Sixers keep him and he blossoms into a very, very good guard, it's not going to be anything different for him. But I think the Sixers, this move, Sixer fans have a ton of theories. I think one of the theories that I heard was the Sixers made this trade in order to sign Yabusele in the offseason for more, which it does. I guess it makes sense because Yabusele has really been good for the Sixers this season. Even though the Sixers are having a terrible season, Yabusele is definitely playing very, very well, especially considering the contract that he got. He's giving you way better production for somebody who's playing for a vet minimum, right? So that makes sense. And then another theory that I heard was they made this trade in order to get under the first apron, right? They made this move to get under the first apron, and I think I saw a report that says they are $6 million under the first apron, right? But so this makes a lot of sense. And I remember having conversations with RJ and a few other guys, and I said, if the Sixers are going to make any moves, one of the moves they have to make is they have to get a guard, right? They got to get a guard. You got to get somebody who can handle the ball handling responsibilities when Maxey's on the floor. Sometimes even when he's off the floor, even when he's on the floor, sometimes you got to use Maxey as, an off-ball role where you can design some of these Iverson actions where he can, curls and, come off screens and, just look to shoot the ball, right? And when you have a Quentin Grimes on the floor, who is much younger than the other guards that we have on the team, much more athletic than the guys we have on the team, that can really help you very, very well. RJ says, I hate a Caleb shot. That's why I am happy. The shot did look a little, like I said, it was a little hitch, when he gets in midair, just a little hitch. But sometimes I don't really care about how the shot looks. If you're making the shots at a consistent rate, I think that's what I look at. And for the Sixers, I think he was shooting like 38%, which is a career high. 38% if I'm rounding up. His first season, he did shoot 54% from the three-point line, but that was wasn't playing too many minutes, right? Playing 16 minutes a night, that's not really. But with the Sixers, he was playing 30 minutes a night, and he was still shooting 37% from the three. So I think that was a positive. But the thing is that Embiid not being there, Paul George being in and out the lineups, and our team going through injuries, that really hurt the team a lot, right? So you couldn't really determine what role was best for a Caleb Martin, right? So, but I think me personally, I, I'm one of the he was one of my favorite players, right? And I really liked him a lot in terms of what he brought to the team night in and night out. So I don't like that we had to give him up, right? I really wish we gave somebody else up, but I get why the Sixers did this. I mean, made this move, and another reason is because he is on a team friendly deal, right? Because he signed a 4 year, 34 or 35 contract. I mean, $34 million contract. So that was a very, very team friendly deal. But I mean, with the acquisition of Quentin Grimes is still on his rookie deal, right? He's still on his rookie deal, which means that this offseason he's going to be a restricted free agent, meaning that the Sixers can still control the asset, right? The Sixers still control him. The only way he leaves the Sixers is if he signs an offer sheet with another team and then the Sixers decide not to match it, right? That's the only way he could leave. Now, I mean, looking at Quentin Grimes, I don't think any team is going to try to give him a max contract in the offseason, right? So that's not going to happen. And I just hope that this is not another situation where he's the next Buddy Hield, right? Or the next Cameron Payne. Because keep in mind, when the Sixers traded for those two players last season, they walked in free agency, right? And I think Quentin Grimes is a solid player, right? Obviously not I don't think he's a championship level player yet, but he's a solid player. So I think getting him really helps the team. It really helps the guard depth, but you don't just I don't want to see him leave in free agency, right? So with the Sixers making this move, my next question is who's next to be shipped off, right? Who's the next player that could possibly get shipped off? Now, Sixer fans, some people really want Paul George gone. Others are saying Andre Drummond, right? Shit. RJ want both of them gone. He want Embiid and PG off the team. He want them both off the team. But I think realistically, Andre Drummond could be the next possible player that they move. I mean, I'm saying Andre Drummond because of the contract that he's on right now. Paul George, a max contract. I don't think any team would want to take on that contract. But I mean, even though the reports that have been out these last few days are different, right? There are teams like the Golden State Warriors and the Atlanta Hawks inquiring for Paul George. So, maybe I could be wrong, but I mean, I'm just looking at it from different point of view, and it's just going to be very, very difficult to move that contract. But um I think Andre Drummond is definitely the next who could be on the move, because Andre Drummond, dealing with injuries in and out the lineup, sometimes when he's on the court, the inconsistency, it just shows. But the question is, if you move Andre Drummond, who are you gonna trade for, right? Who are you moving him for, right? Because you need another backup center, right? Now, people are saying Adem Bona is definitely developing into a backup center, a solid backup center. If he gets more minutes, he's definitely going to be a very, very good, solid backup center. But the thing is that Nick Nurse is not playing him a ton of minutes, right? The most minutes he plays in a night is 11 minutes, 11, 12 minutes, which, I mean, 11, 12 minutes ain't shit, especially if you're backing up Joel Embiid. 11, 12 minutes ain't shit. You got to be playing upwards, 15 or maybe 16 minutes a night, right? So I don't think I don't think trading Drummond is the answer, but I mean the Sixers could do anything. Like, anything is possible, or maybe just like RJ just said, maybe KJ and Andre Drummond could both be on the move, right? They can both be on the move for somebody more significant. Now, I think the Sixers, another move they need to make is to get a forward, right? Because now you just shipped off Caleb Martin, who was playing the power forward position, which, I mean, the injuries and everything. So, I mean, Yabusele was playing the 4 or sometimes the 5. I think now you need a power forward for when Embiid gets on the floor, because I don't think you can play Embiid and Yabusele together at the same time, right? I mean, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I mean, if I'm wrong, like, I definitely want to hear why somebody might think I'm wrong, but I don't think those two guys can mesh, defensively it's just going to be atrocious, right? Defensively is going to be atrocious. All the other team has to do is to try to get these guys in as many pick and roll actions as they can and just barbecue them in the pick and roll, right? So I think you need a floor space and four who can shoot the three as well. I mean, that's the same thing. Floor space and four who can play defense, right? A floor space and four who can play defense. I think that's what the Sixers need at this moment. But in terms of who won this trade, I mean, every time a trade happens, like I look at it from two different point of views. I attack it from the who got the better player point of view, and then I look at it from the what team got better point of view, right? So in terms of the better player, I mean, Caleb Murray and Quentin Grimes, who's the better player? I mean, I think everybody would say Caleb, right? I think Caleb will be the consensus answer, but with this move, what team got better? Right? Did the Dallas Mavericks get better? I mean, along with their moves that they made, shipping off Luka Doncic to the Lakers and then getting back Anthony Davis, and then the other assets that they got. If you add Caleb Martin to that team, plus the Sixers with our team, what team got better? I mean, I ain't gonna answer, but I mean, I'm gonna drop the link right quick. I'm not gonna answer that question. If y'all got the answers, y'all can let me know. But I mean, I think from the player point of view, I mean, y'all get it. But the same way as how I answered the Lakers and Mavs trade, right? I think from a team perspective, I think the Mavericks got better. But in terms of who got the better player, I mean, we all know Luka Doncic is better than Anthony Davis, right? Luka is a much better player. Luka's a top 5 player. I don't think Anthony Davis is a top 5 player. And BJ, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, shout out to him. He thinks otherwise, right? So, but I just dropped the link. RJ, if you still here, you can drop by and we can talk about this trade. But I think if I'm to give grades for this trade, I'll probably give the Sixers. I'll probably give them a C, right? But I'll probably give them a C because I don't think the team is much better yet, and I don't think the team got the better player. So, but everybody looks at trades very, very differently, right? I mean, people look at it from who got the better player point of view, but I mean, I try to look at it from both sides and make my evaluation from there. But I don't think this trade makes the Sixers improves the Sixers as a team yet. I think they need to make another move to, and another thing is if Embiid doesn't get on the floor, I don't think we're going to see how good this team could possibly be because Embiid is not on the floor. Because with Embiid on the floor, that it dictates everything, right? That shows you how good Quentin Grimes could be as a 3-point shooter. I mean, with him not even on the floor, I mean, I think we can evaluate how good his defense is, guarding some of these other teams' best players in terms of the guards. But from a floor spacing point of view, I don't think we can evaluate it. But I got RJ on the show. What's good, RJ?
You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, thank God, bro. I was sick of Caleb Martinez. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That was a good move. Good shit,
Hey,
Maury.
RJ, why you sick of Caleb, man? What's
Uh,
wrong, man?
Caleb can't shoot. He don't play basketball. Half of the team that's on the bench right now, I want going anyway. So I'm pretty happy at this. Like the players that been playing play way harder than the guys that's making the money that's on the bench. All the
Mm-hmm.
players that's making money is on the bench, not playing and watching their team lose. So no, I'm cool. I like this team now. They playing way harder. We get. Hey, man, my daughter in the back going crazy. Uh, but we get a few pieces be straight young bulls too. Man, hey, we get rid of that Reggie Jackson, Kyle Lowry, and BPG. We cooking. We cooking.
Oh, so
The-
you want the Sixers to clean houses?
Had clean house, man. This shit over, bruh. Like I've been telling you. I've been telling you, bro. This shit over, bro. Just go ahead, rebuild again with my man, uh, Maxie and McCain, bro. Like we moving into that era, bro. We finally over. He ripping his band-aid off, and this just the first. This the first drop. This just the first drop, dog.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man, because bro, look, I love that beat, but bro, I can't take no more hoping and praying that the man will play basketball. He just won't play, bro. He's cooked. It is what it is. It is what it is, bro. I'm a Sixers fan first. I think a lot of Sixers fans is like huge Embiid fans. I'm a Sixers fan. I am used to losing. So like I don't mind starting over again. So
Yeah.
that's just me personally. He gave us great years. I mean good years to get us in the playoffs. I mean he didn't do too much more than what Drew Holiday and Andre Iguodala did, but I mean he gave us an MVP, I guess. So I appreciate it for that. But outside of
Right.
that, man, I'm trying to win, bro. I'm trying to go to the bro. We got a team across the street going into a Super Bowl, bro. Like, what are we doing? Come on.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? Like the mindset is different. Like you what the team that we watching now just look like they like I mean people sitting out with pinky injuries, toe injuries. Like, bruh, when have I ever, bro? Like, I'm sorry, I get it, but bro, I, I've been playing. I played basketball in high school and everything. I never sat out because I jammed my finger. Like, are you serious? Never.
Yeah.
Like,
But
that's.
yeah, but
Huh?
focus on this trade. I mean, getting back on this trade, like
Oh yeah, yeah.
who do you think won this trade? You think the Sixers won this trade, or Dallas won this trade? Like, how do you attack that?
Uh, well, I think they both had purpose with this trade. See, Dallas still trying to keep this window open with the
Right.
AD and
Kyrie.
Kyrie. So I mean, if they consider Caleb Martin a piece, that's good for their team. You know what I mean? I don't he wasn't good for the Sixers, but maybe like Dallas is not as hard to play in a city like that. You know, they got what? They got two other teams and all of that. So it's their media is not as harsh than we are. Like we
Right. Hmm.
that it like like I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's tough, and that's good to get Grimes because he played in New York. So
Right.
he know how the dealio is. We need guys that can play in this type of environment. You gotta remember, Caleb Martin came from Miami. Miami don't care about basketball. Like they won championships, but look how long it take them to get to the games, man.
Arena up.
They don't fill the arena up until the fourth quarter. So like, bro, they don't care about basketball as much as Philadelphia do. So like, it's good that Caleb Martin is in a market where it's a little bit easy going. You know what I mean? A little bit. They don't smut your name because you see Kyrie, he flourishing in Dallas,
In Dallas.
and
Right.
he was getting killed in New York and Boston.
Yeah. That
So
media that media in New York was on his ass.
yeah,
Just
exactly, bruh. Exactly. So it's a difference. I think it's good for both teams, man. We getting we getting a younger teammate. We getting a guy that does he not gonna change our franchise or nothing. He all right, but like
right.
he
Role
younger,
player.
he can
Mhm.
run and he play defense. Like I need that. Like dog, we need that. We don't need no more guys that shoot all weird. Can't have no more guys that want to sit out all these games. Like because of the pinky injuries and all of that. Bro, I can't do it. I can't deal with that, bro. Like Bro, I haven't been on any Sixers stuff like that. I just comment on DJ Joint and just be like, I'm just here for the vibes and that's it. And then I leave. No, I
Yeah,
can't.
I'll be seeing that.
Yeah, I can't sit there and entertain this team when it's another team that want to win, bro. Like I look,
Right,
they not and they gotta be serious, man. But this is a great trade for both teams, and we get a second round pick. You know, Maury loves his second round picks, man. So
right.
we gonna see he if he cook in the I'm ready. I'm kind of ready for the draft now. Honestly, now that we got that pick, man, let's see what we gonna get. But
Oh,
yeah,
you
I'm
overlooking
looking
the
forward
season
to the
right now.
draft. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to the draft, man.
yeah.
So, but
But I want to
but
ask you another question.
yeah,
You think Nick Nurse is gonna play Quentin Grimes because he has an
not
issue of
not
not
the
playing.
first
Mhm.
not the first 10 games. We ain't gonna see Quentin Grimes until Kyle Lowry get another hip injury. So. When he get another hip injury, because he taking Kyle Lowry good right now because he had a couple of good games. He haven't cost the team yet. Uh, the loss to Boston was on Nick Nurse, so he's seeing that Kyle Lowry ain't really cost the team yet. He gonna keep playing him. That's the reason why the young boy Dalton ain't getting no tech yet. But we'll see, man. But he might play Grimes because you remember Grimes was cooking us, bro.
Right in New York.
Bruh, Grimes was cooking us in New York, so we'll see, bro. We'll see. But I'm thinking Maury probably like, all right, we're gonna go with the younger guys because this is what Philly want. Everybody been like, yo, play the young bulls, play the young bulls, and he quiet because he know that his roster ain't flourishing.
Mhm.
So he hiding from the fans, bro. I feel like that's scary, bro. But he cooked with this move, man. I feel like that's so weak, bro. Because you remember last year, remember when Tobias had one good game? Boy, he typing. He was a
Right,
keyboard warrior when Tobias was playing. He
right.
ain't say nothing
Every
on
good game.
PG.
Yeah.
Like, dude, this is what I'm talking about, man. So look, hey. If we get rid of all the guys that sit out more than 15 games, man, look, I'm all for it, man. I am all for it. Just find a way to keep McCain, build around Maxie McCain, man, and go from there, man. See what we can get out of this, cause
But
I I
you think the
I want to
Maxie and
keep it young.
McCain yeah, you think the Maxie McCain team can win a championship?
No, well, it's gonna be. We need another cornerstone piece. But
Mhm.
that's what I'm saying. You got to build around those two. But you need a third like guy from the draft that they gonna develop. That's what I want to do, man. I want to turn it to the OKC, bro. They are built to win for a long time. So
Right.
like even if they don't win a chip, I'm talking about getting past the second round, bro. We could get past the second round if we get one more. We need a guy that take the pressure off Maxi and a guy that play at least 70 games, dog. That's it.
Right.
If we could find a way to get like if we get Kaminga, bro, like they've been talking about Kaminga. Yo,
Mhm.
look, I might start thinking crazy, and then we just get a regular big. Like I'm still looking for that big from Washington, Valanciunas. What's his name? Valanciunas, right?
Valanciunas, yeah.
I'll take him, bro. With Maxi, to run that 2 man game with Valanciunas, man, that's a big enough body for me. You know what I mean? Like we need a guy that can just go get the But that's what happened. That's why we lost to Boston. We ain't got no guy to even contest freaking Porzingis shot and all of that. Like these dudes was just overpowering us. Like after a
Right.
while,
Mhm.
they was too big for us, bro. They was coming back slower and slower. They was just making threes, and then we wasn't making them pay. And then at one point, they just overpowered us. So we need a big guy, bro. We need a center. We cannot go forward with Embiid. I am sorry, bro. He don't play enough games for us to win in the playoffs. We gotta get in a good position to be really a contender. Like it's gonna be hard to go in a play in. Then gotta turn around, play another 7 games versus a top two team, and we don't have no chemistry. So we
Right.
have to go ahead, punt this year. Whatever, this year is done, in my opinion. We gotta go next year. We gotta go get a center, bro, and a backup center. Like that's my. But if they keep and be, I'm fine with it. But they need a guy that can at least play 70 games as a center. Like
Right. Right. That's something that the Sixers really need.
that's th-
As Andre
right.
Drummond, I thought Drummond could be that, but unfortunately,
I mean,
the hell.
he out with a fake toe injury. Like when did he get hurt? That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, when did these dudes get hurt, bro? I ain't never see KJ Martin even hit the ground. I never see him get hurt, bro. Like
Right. He dealing with a foot injury, I think.
they showed PG hurt his offhand pinky and he out for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Uh, what we
that's
doing?
that's crazy. But I mean, with this move that the Sixers just made, you think they're gonna make another move? Like, what do you think Daryl Morey's thinking
Yeah.
right now?
Daryl Morey is like, we get rid of Drummond, KJ, and then the big blockbuster trade is gonna come at probably an hour before the trade deadline is PG
Mhm.
for Kaminga, bro. And so and a couple draft picks. I don't know
Yeah,
if it's gonna be
I
first
heard.
or second.
Yeah, I saw that trade with Paul George. I mean, Golden State get Paul George, and then the Sixers get Andrew Wiggins, Kuminga, and
Ooh.
a few other their players. Like, but I mean, it's just tricky because I'm like, will Golden State really make this move? Because I mean, you're just getting only one player, and then you're getting rid of all your assets.
That would mean that LeBron going to go to state if they try to get rid of all of them. He's gonna try to figure out how to pay all the old dudes. But that's their last ride. They'd probably try to be their last ride to get a championship. But I don't see it ever happening because you can't. Look, think about it. You got okay, mama.
Y-
But yeah, you gotta think about it. You gotta pay
LeBron,
LeBron, PG, uh what's his name? Draymond Green
Draymond,
and Seth. That's just a nasty roster in my opinion.
and Seth already on the books for like 60 million next season.
I don't know. They probably break the third apron.
You said the third Averett. Oh my god, yeah, that'll be nasty work because you're gonna pay all those old players and then you ain't gonna have enough for role players.
But all right. How about this? Would you trade PG for KD or no? Did you take that KD trade or he already traded?
Well, I take the KD trade. Hmm. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, you're getting a better
I think I
player.
might like
Yeah.
that K, bro, because that would definitely take the pressure off Maxi. Maxi, see, like with
Right.
PG, we know that PG can score, but he don't know he don't pick his spots like KD do. KD know how to just get a bucket at will. It just seemed like PG looked like he worked too hard to get his shot. Like
Right. That's
KD
true.
can still pick up like 20 points in a blink of an eye. Like, and that will definitely help Maxie. If we going to use an old head, if we going to trade for an old head, I'll take KD, bro. But if we don't do that, we go that route, then the Kaminga, the Wiggins, I'll just take Kaminga and Wiggins, and that's it. Just straight up for PG.
Oh,
If that's
straight
the
up.
ride, but
Wow.
or if they want KJ, have another a young guy, but I don't know. I don't know what Warriors going to do. They know this is their last ride. That's probably why they was asking for PG.
Right, because they just asked for PG, they asked for KD, they're asking for a lot of. I mean, are they still on the Jimmy Butler train? Because I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, they still a part of that too.
So they just asking for every player basically. And
Yeah. Hey,
then
and
I
I'm
heard,
willing to give it to him.
mhm.
I'm willing to give PG, bruh. You think Morey will do it?
I mean, I'm not sure. It's just because more he likes superstars, so it's not. If he's
I
trading a
know, right?
star caliber player, he's trying to get another star back. So I
But
don't think he
he,
does. Yeah, I don't think he makes that move. But I mean, I heard the Atlanta Hawks is also trying to get. They call the Sixers about PG. I mean, what assets from Atlanta do you think is really interesting that could really help the Sixer team?
I don't even know who they even have. Maybe Capella.
Uh, they got Capella, they got DeAndre Hunter, and he from West Philly,
I like DeAndre though. He a
right? Yeah.
baller.
Hmm.
He a baller. I'll take him on my squad. I see if that's a trade. I don't know if I take that though. See, because like with PG, you guys still have that contract to work unless they're gonna give us some first.
Oh yeah, it's not just DeAndre Hunter. It'll be like two, three players and a few picks to get Paul George. That's why I'm saying it's not realistic because no team will really make this move. Only if the team is desperate. That's when they're gonna make the move.
That's what I'm saying. Like, who want PG, bruh? Pinky P. After they seen that injury, I would have never. Like, if I was a GM and I seen that pinky injury, I'm like, nah, bruh. No way you put this on the injury report. Like, no way. I would never trade for the dude like that. Like, that's insane.
But that's just funny, man. I think he'll play probably this week though. I think he gets on the court.
No, I look. We'll see, bro. But we'll definitely see. But I don't know, bro. I just can't wait for these next trades, bro. Who you got? Who is next on your hot seat? Who is next on your hot seat, bro?
I mean, I wanted KJ going though. To be honest with you,
Okay.
I thought this move. I thought we could have moved KJ for Grimes, and the reason
Yeah,
why
you
is
right.
because Caleb. I mean, I'm looking at Caleb. Even though he didn't really play that good for the Sixers, but I mean, he's a proven playoff performer. So I mean, that's what I was looking at. But I mean, the playoff logic. I mean, it's not even going to work if Embiid doesn't get on the floor.
That's
So
what I'm saying. That's probably you think that's the sentiment on the team? You think
yeah.
they probably like he we'll probably give him maybe another 20 games he may play. That's probably
Ex-
what they thinking.
Bro, the Sixers is already in the hole.
That's what
We're
I'm
not
saying.
even in the
Like he
plan right
might
now.
play 20 games. So imagine him,
After
yo, he
missing all
almost
this
on a run.
time,
Yeah, because look, he already close to being missed games is almost as much as how many he played. Bruh,
right,
he
400.
almost about
Mhm.
to miss more games than he played. So if he miss, so if he let well, if he played the next 20 games, I still don't think the chemistry would be there for them to contend in the
In the
playoffs. Do
Eastern
you?
Conference, yeah. Yeah, 20 games is just it's not enough sample size. It's not a good enough sample size to build
Man,
chemistry. But
yeah, I don't know, bro. I I want the I just want to I want him to start making the moves now. Like in my opinion, I think Maury is doing the right thing to free up that cap space again because he like this not going to work. He know it's not going to work. That Embiid contract was the worst contract. And remember the last time I told you that's the worst. That's what because
right. Mhm.
we think about it. Just his contract wasn't due until another. I his contract wasn't due until another
I think
2 years,
after
right?
yeah, 2 years, right. So the next
So
season. Mhm.
so if it was due in 2 years, that means we could have had 192 million to give somebody else. We
Right.
could have had another player and
Mm.
then re-sign him and then get rid of somebody else that wasn't performing during the year. Maybe PG was the weakest, would be the weakest link, and you move forward with a younger player. Think about just giving that money to like Monk or somebody that caliber, like in that tier of player,
Yeah.
like
You talking about a guard or you on a forward?
like a Ford or like well, I really would have wanted a Ford, pay a Ford that amount of money, and you will see if PG uh will hold up because you'll figure out how that you can move him the next year. But we spent too much money on Embiid. Now we we're hopeless right now.
Right.
That contract was a crazy move. Like he had 2 years left. Like you gotta at least see him a full year to see if he's gonna be healthy a full year. He never played a healthy season in his whole career.
Right. Right. They definitely
So
had more time
they could
before
have
they.
had added two people, or you know
Mhm.
what I mean? Yeah. So
Right, right. Oh yeah, that's true. I think this extension was probably one of the worst moves the Sixers made this season. But the Paul George contract. I mean, I'm not even as worried about the PG contract. I'm just worried. I'm more worried on the MB contract because I mean, with his injury history, like what team is gonna want to trade for him? I think the PG contract could be moved. Right. I think
yeah,
after this, I think after maybe after the second season, I think it can be moved, but the Embiid contract is just. I mean, Embiid, we can't even trade him this season, right? You can't trade him this season. He's
yeah,
going to be eligible for trades starting next season. So this season, he's stuck with the Sixers. Whether he plays or not, he's still going to be on the team. So, the team, if they want to compete, they're going to have to find ways to win games, and hopefully, if Embiid gets on the court, hopefully everything will click and then he can go into the playoffs, which I mean it's not realistic because I mean you need like you said, RJ, you need chemistry, you need camaraderie, you need to get used to your teammates, right? You need to play with them for a long time.
exactly.
You need chemistry to win in the NBA. I mean teams that's won, they play for a long time, right? At least the core play for a long time.
Hold up,
So
stop. My bad.
yeah, you good. No, you
Oh,
good. Yeah, at least the core got to play a lot of games in order to compete for a championship. But with this team, I mean, some people still think that the team, I mean, they can get in the play in and still go from there, right? I think Mike Sports
Mhm.
Vibes. I don't know if you follow his channel, but it's up to him. I think he believes that the Sixers can beat the Cavs in the playoff series. Do you believe that, or you think otherwise?
I think if 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 we get off these contracts, right? Like the Andre Drummonds, the small move guys. I guess the KJ Martins, the
Okay, Andre Drummond,
the
KJ.
Andre Drummonds. Maybe we can find somebody for let me think. Let me think. If we can get somebody, I know people probably don't want to get rid of him, but if we can complete somebody with Ricky
Yeah.
Council, that'd be straight with me, bro.
Oh, you don't like
No,
Council?
no, I like Council. I like Council. That's the reason we need a guy. We need a guy that's good. That they be like, oh, he got some stuff good on tape, so we
Hmm.
could get a better player. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Council is cool, but he ain't got no IQ. Like,
Right.
bro, we can't have two Kelly Oubre's, bro. Like, we got two Kelly Oubre's on the squad, bro. We gotta choose one. I'd rather have the one that we already. That name is Kelly Oubre. So that's my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. That is true. I
Like,
mean,
do you
mhm,
you
go
ever
ahead.
notice? Oh no, no, what I'm saying, like, do you ever notice, like, in transition, how like they both don't know what to do with a 2-3 with a 2-on-3 or a 3-on-2?
Yeah, right, right. That's yeah. Kelly will just try to finish over 2, 3 guys instead of passing to the open man. I don't know why he does that, but I think Ricky he's a good transition player. I mean, in the open floor, obviously, because I mean
I
he's
think we
super
got
athletic.
two. Yeah, we can't have two Kelly Oubre's. So. If I was to choose one, I'll keep Kelly Oubre
Right.
and and get and see if we could get a better player for see if we could get a better player for Ricky Council. But if we can't, um yeah, I'll just see if we could just shop the market to see what we can do for like these mid tier these low contracts Reggie Jackson maybe, but I don't think nobody gonna get nothing for Reggie Jackson. We probably
Yeah,
just gonna have to.
he's probably right, right, right. After this season, he's done. Kyle Lowry
Yeah,
after this season, he done. Eric Gordon probably done too. But yeah, I think the only tradable contracts on the team is Drummond and KJ. I mean, as of right now,
yeah. Oh
yeah.
yeah, because they can't get rid of Ricky Council because he on that don't he got like that two-way contract or they
No, I
get
think
one
no,
real
he
contract.
got a standard contract, but it's not. I mean, Ricky's making 1 million, 2 million.
Oh, okay, okay.
Right, so it's not enough. Like it's just not going to be enough to trade for a decent player. But I mean, you can attach him to like a KJ to get a solid, role player.
Yeah,
Definitely
that's
for
what I'm
sure.
saying. Like around like 12 million, right? Get like a player that's
Right.
like worth around 12 to 10 million. Like I'm talking about like a solid player, like maybe a Kenny what is it? Not what is his name? Uh
For what team?
dude I think he plays for LA now.
Don't connect.
What n- no that Darwin Connect he a rookie. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
rookie. Right.
what's the dude that used to play for Brooklyn, and I think he got moved to
Oh,
LA.
Dorian Finney-Smith.
Yeah, Dorian Finney-Smith, like somebody around like that
Oh,
tier.
that caliber. Okay.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
around like a 10 to 12 million dollar contract. Like you said, like Hunter. Well, no, Hunter might be getting paid more. I
Yeah.
think he getting paid more. But I'm talking about uh like a Hauser, somebody like you know what I mean, like mid tier type
What
of
you
player.
think?
Hmm.
What you think of Cam? What you think of Cam Johnson for the Brooklyn Nets?
Yeah, that's a good player. But if we, who can we trade for him? Who we gotta trade for him to get him?
Um, I mean KJ definitely. That's one of our
Yeah,
most
yeah, I
valued
know you
assets
hate
right now.
AJ, bro.
Nice,
You hate AJ.
bro. I want players that's proven in the playoffs. That's why KJ ain't never
Yeah.
been in the playoffs. So yeah, but I'm looking at DeAndre Hunter right now, and yeah, he making like 20 million, 23, 24 million.
Okay. Who's the tier around the 10th, like the 12, the 11, well, the 10 to 11 million? Like
What you
who
what you
who making that?
Yeah, what you think of Herb Jones for the
Yeah,
Pelicans?
Herb Jones, bro. Herb Jones. That's the exact player I'm thinking of. That's who I'm thinking of. Somebody like that. Yeah, we need that on our team. And he need to be on the starting squad, bro, because he at least brings some size, Paul.
Right, right, and he'll a
Oh, say it again. You broke
very
up.
good defender, but I think he's dealing with he dealing with injuries this year.
Okay.
Yeah, he ain't played since
Dang, man.
January the 10th.
Dang, man. All right. It's
Yeah,
getting tricky, bro. Because
because like he's the
do
caliber
you
player
do you
that you talking about, like the 10, 11, 12 million range.
how much is Grant Jr.? Not Grant Jr. Trent Jr. What's yeah.
Gary Trent Jr. He signed the vet minimum, so probably 3 million.
Oh shit. We might.
But he's a guard.
Oh yeah, yeah, guard. And see,
He a
we need to
guard.
worry about our wing depth. We got rid of Caleb Martin.
Right.
We got to worry about our
You gotta
wing depth.
replace it. That's
Yeah,
true. That is so true. And I think the wing position is the most important position. Um,
it is.
yeah. and the
Wing and
guard.
center is the best. Is the well, yeah, and of
Right.
course
But
guard.
I think we addressed the guard position. I mean, it's not all the way great, but it's much better than what we had at first with, Lowry and Jackson. I mean, you got a much younger player who um I mean he's played on the Knicks, played a ton of minutes with the Knicks. He's been in some big postseason games as well. Because remember, he played with the Knicks when they played Miami in that 6-game series. So he has a little bit of experience to himself, right? Playing alongside Jalen Brunson. So I think the experience is there, right? And then, as a Sixer, we gotta figure out the forward position, the wing position, like you said. You gotta replace it.
But where we go? Like I'm trying to think of the teams. I'm thinking of the teams in my head, and I'm like Trailblazers. Would you consider bringing back?
Jeremy Grant,
Nah, Jeremy Grant. But Jeremy Grant make like 160, I think.
right?
I think they pay him 160, bro. This is my problem with the NBA, bro. They need to stop making contracts guaranteed, bro. This is my problem with the NBA. That is why
Mm,
everybody is willingly sitting out, bro. They like, "Shoot, I made 600,000 this day today. Gotta work. How
right.
I'm playing. Like they, some players think like that, bro. Like it's
Yeah.
insane that they think like that. But I mean, I feel like that's just the reality of it.
Right. But
Right.
I mean the Blazers, they got Danny Avdia, he about 6'7", making like 15, 14 million. He could be a solid piece. I mean, I don't know how you feel about him, but Danny Avdia, I mean, Matisse Thybulle, former Sixer player. Um
I don't know about him, bro.
what you think of Keegan Murray for the Kings?
Bro, hell yeah, hell yeah, bro. He be cooking the Sixers, bro. Cooking
Mm-hmm.
the Sixers. But yeah, I'll definitely take Avia. Dude from the Washington. He's still in Washington.
Nah, he with the Blazers.
Oh yeah,
He with the
get
Blazers right
Avia,
now. Yeah,
get Avia, bro.
Avdia.
Get
And
Avia
then
here.
and then when you go to Toronto, Chris Boucher, Kelly Olynyk, players like that. I think those are the players on
Yeah,
the tier.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the players I'm talking about. Yeah, I would try to
Who,
strive for
Olynyk?
Avia. No, no, I
Oh,
don't
Avdia.
see.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, Avia. I don't know what we'll do for our center position. The only one I'm looking at is Valanciunas, bro. I think we just need a solid five, bro. Like if we're gonna do two small guards, we gotta have a solid five. Like we have to get a guy that's solid. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's consistent too.
Right.
So I don't know, bro. Like a lot, it's fives don't come cheap nowadays, bro. Like you got to get like a good five at least.
That's a fact.
Eh, even what Memphis don't even have a. Do they have a five? Well, yeah,
Yeah, Zach
they
Edey.
just drafted. They just drafted
Zach
a
Edey,
five.
right. Hmm.
He gonna be nasty in a couple years. But
But I mean, yeah, speaking of Memphis, what you think of Jay Huff? Because Jay Huff barbecued the Sixers from the three when we played them the
that's
first
what I'm
time.
saying. We need a solid five, bro. We need. That's what I'm talking about. We need a white dude that I always put in. I'm like, bro, why do we be leaving these white snipers wide open? I don't get it. We need to get a white dude that can shoot, bro. We never draft no white dude, no nothing, bro. We be getting cooked by them every single time.
Sam Hauser be cooking us as well.
Bro, Sam Hauser be cooking the shit out of us, bro. You see what he did the other night, bro? Oh my god,
Right. In the fourth, like he couldn't miss.
bro. He had to be like 5 for 8, bro. Like he had to make like 5 threes on us, bro. I don't even know the stat line, but all I know in that third quarter they just started ringing threes. It was a wrap after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We was
Yeah,
up
they killed
26,
us.
bro. I'm still sick about that game.
Yeah, 26 point, that's nasty work. There's nasty work. With 3 minutes
26
left in the
points,
third.
dude.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it? Yeah, I know you. Did you talk about the game yet?
No, I didn't talk about the game because I was busy, but I was devastated, bro. How you go up 26 and then blow a 26-point lead? But I mean, Nick Nurse gets a lot of blame. But I mean, sometimes I'm like, can you really blame him? I mean, he took out
No,
the
I can't
starters.
blame it on him. I can't blame it on him. I know who I blame though. You know who I'm gonna blame. You already know. You already know who I'm blaming, bro.
Well, who you blaming for that?
You know who I'm blaming, bro. That man, bro. That man that make 300 million. I'm blaming him every single time. I don't care what nobody say.
But RJ, he wasn't on the floor though.
I don't care if he wasn't on the floor or not. He's the sole reason why we're losing. Like,
I mean, that's that. Yeah, that's that. That is. I'm not gonna fight that point. But the thing is, I think. I mean, the Sixers. You went up by 26. I mean, you was without him, so you got to be able to close it out.
yeah,
But I mean,
yeah.
Nick Nurse took out Max. He took out some of the starters and brought the bench unit in, and that's where Boston started going on their run. In the fourth, it was nasty work.
I kind of want to see a little bit more Bona because he had what's called in the straight jacket for real. He was turning Tatum shots a couple times, man. Why they didn't keep him
Yeah,
in?
he got a few blocks on him. I mean, I think a block on him. Yeah, he.
Yeah,
But the thing is, Nick Nurse is not playing him, and I don't know why. Right.
maybe he was trying to not get him into in foul trouble. He was like,
Mm-hmm.
well, or he probably think the moment may be too big and he may get in trouble at a certain point. I don't know what Nick Nurse be thinking, but I think he cared too much what the refs think, and it's taken away from the game, bro.
Right. Right.
Like he do too much complaining and crying to the refs. Like he calls timeouts to yell at the refs, bro. Like I've never seen a coach do that in my life, bro. You sit there and call timeouts every single time. You know he about to go yell at the refs. He don't never yell at his players. Just yell straight at the refs. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
at the refs.
the refs
Yeah.
ain't shooting the basketball, bro. You got Ricky Council going ahead and take it's 5 dudes in the paint. He will still drive
He trying to
in the
finish
paint.
over all 5 of them. That's crazy.
Like you can't yell at the refs for that. You gotta yell at Ricky Council. Like, bro, it's a dude in the corner wide open. Pass. Like
Right. But I think
their
his
IQ is
game,
so bad.
yeah, his game has not developed to that level, right? Because I mean, it takes somebody with good vision and good playmaking instincts to make passes like that.
But he goes like he. I don't know. It's just something about his game where it's like they know that he about to go up. Like he don't
Right at the
even
rim. Right.
consider
That's true.
passing the ball.
That's true. They play drop on him. They drop all the way to the paint because they know he can't shoot the midi. Right. If he shoots it,
Right.
he gonna miss. So they expect him to drive into try to finish over 5 guys. So
And
that's what
he get a
Boston did.
charge call every play, every time too.
Right.
I'm
Derek White
like,
stepped in and took a charge against him. That was a good veteran play from Derek White. And I think the
yeah.
Sixers need a player like Derek White. I thought Kelly Oubre could be that, but clearly he can't be that. So
See, I think our Derek White player is low key going to be average once he develop. Give my man time. But I think Edwards might be our Derek White low key, bro. He get sneaky buckets, bro.
yeah,
He get them
I mean,
sneaky
speaking of
buckets.
Edwards, what you think of what you think of his game so far? I mean, him getting opportunity and then playing 30 plus minutes and then doing what he doing right now.
I like his game, man. I like his game. That's why I say I want to keep this team young, bro. Because look, the more he know how to draft. I can't. If he don't do nothing else, he don't know how to do free agents or trades. But he do know how to draft, bro. He got some players that I like that I really liked over the last couple of years. That the coach just don't trust them because they in a corn and they're in a fake win now situation. They're not in a win now situation. They
Oh, you
just
think it's fake?
it's a super fake win now situation, bro. Wait, we ain't winning with this team. This team is trash, bro. This team is trash. You gotta start over. You cannot, bro. I told you this. I don't know, like maybe a couple pods ago. I told you cannot win with a guy that don't play enough games, bro. Like
Right, that's a fact. That's a fact.
you building like you're building around like people get mad, be like you can still build a team and just play. No, you can't because the team
No,
is meant to play with Embiid. So
right.
like you cannot really fully know what this team is if he don't play. So you can't like
That's a
you can't
fact.
you like we could get mad like I can get mad at uh like the Eric Gordons and all of that, but he was meant to play with Embiid, bro. He was not meant to be running around with Maxey going 20 miles per hour. Like he wasn't meant to be going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We play the way that we play now. I love because we play kind of like the Pacers, but we don't
Right. hmm Playing
we don't have
fast.
we don't have a big man. But we play like the Pacers. I kind of like how we play, but the team is meant to play with Embiid, so we don't have to play. We don't have the pieces like the Pacers. The Pacers play with Halliburton. It's Halliburton's team, so Halliburton team is going to flourish the way it is because he's there. When you don't have your cornerstone pieces, the game just it's just not. It makes everything hard. It makes everybody in the wrong places. Everybody doing extra and everybody trying to be the hero when
Yeah, people playing out
it's
of
not their team.
position, try to
Right.
do more than they're supposed to. And I think Caleb Martin falls into that same category, RJ. I think um he was not playing the role that he was supposed to play. I think he thrives if the best players are on the team and then he has to do the little things like play defense, shoot the ball when you're open, and try to try to get some of these sneaky buckets, right? I think
Yeah.
that's the role that he was in with the Miami Heat, and that's how he thrived, and that's how he barbecued Boston in the conference finals. Because I mean they're doubling Jimmy, so he had all that space, all that time to make plays, and he barbecued them. I think if we had Embiid on the floor, he probably would have been much better than what he actually looked. But
Yeah. Yeah. You know
unfortunately,
what? I agree. I agree with that because you know what? I'm complaining about Embiid
Mhm.
not playing. I gotta give Caleb Martin that grace. I kind of still want him traded because I can't stand his shot, but
Hey, but
I,
RJ, does it matter if he making like 38, 37% of his
yeah,
threes?
bro. When you read off those splits, I was like, ew, bro, ew. Like he doesn't get guarded. How is he, bro? He should at least be 39, 40, bro. Like
Man, shooting
37
forty
is
percent,
nasty.
shooting 40% is very, very difficult though. I mean,
I
Steph Curry
know,
makes it look easy, so yeah, go ahead.
I know, but Steph Curry ain't wide open all the time.
Yeah, that's that. I
This
mean,
motherfucker is wide open. like,
yeah, he
like,
missed some bad ones. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna
like,
lie.
like it. Maxey now is almost getting triple team. He passed it out to Caleb Martin. He breaking. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like these dudes are.
And some of his threes, he was stepping on the line, so they were ruled
Yeah,
as two
yeah, that's
pointers.
true. That's true. That's true too. He did have a few 2-pointers that were supposed to be three. But yeah, I'm gonna give him some grace.
Right,
You right, give him
right.
some grace. I still can't stand his shot, but you right though. You're right. Like it's that's what I'm saying. This whole thing is Embiid fault, bro. Because like all of these dudes aren't meant to be playing 30 minutes. That's why it's like, bro,
Right.
Yabu is playing great, but he can't defend the rim for too long. Like after a while, it's like, all right, just blitz him. He tired now. It's the third
Right.
quarter. Let's keep running to him, running at him. He gonna be gassed. And
Right.
Maxie was gassed, bro. He couldn't do anything in the fourth quarter. Like I was like, yeah, they had him in a they had him in a straight jacket. They was like, all right, well, wherever he go, I'm going. Like he going to the bathroom. You seen Jaylen Brown on him. I'm like, yo, he going to the bathroom. You know what I mean?
Oh man, they have them bigger guards. I mean, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, like they 6'4", 6'5", and up. Yeah, they really stifled. They stifled them in the fourth.
Yeah, you knew because you know what they did, right?
Mm-hmm.
They let him go off for a minute, but if you notice, they kept hitting him in the chest, kept
Right.
hitting Maxey in the chest.
Mm-hmm.
So like over time, you're gassed, bro, and
Right.
you can't. And it's like he can't sit down because you sit down, you now they could play one-on-one defense because you don't have nobody as good as Maxey to
Right. There's
even
no other
contend with the
threat.
team.
Right. There's no other threat out there. I mean,
So it's like.
Kelly can sometimes make something happen going to the basket. I think he had a few and-ones, but can you really rely on that? I don't think so.
Kelly is not going to give you no 35. So it's
Hell
like, all
no.
right. He may give you 25 maybe on a good night, but for the most part, he ain't going to give you 30. And once Maxey, he barely almost got his 30. His 30 was tough in the fourth. Like he was lingering around that 27 mark, and we needed at least 40 to beat Boston. From Maxey.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So it after a while, but I noticed what the coaches was doing. He was like, all right, he gonna keep driving. We gotta keep hitting him in the chest. We hit him in the chest, he gonna be gassed.
Right.
Cause nobody's not scared of Kyle Lowry. Nobody's not scared of Reggie Jackson. So
Ricky Council, all the other players, but yeah, that's a fact. And then they ended up blowing up a 26-point lead.
Yeah, I can't get mad. It was just like, bro, what you gonna do? That's why I blame it on Embiid, bro. Bro, this is your team. You watching this team get destroyed every night. I could never stomach. I can never stomach it. Like the team is playing so hard, and it just come up short because you just need it.
You're not
10
there, right?
points
The best player
from
is
Joel
not.
Embiid, bro. He don't even have to look. My thing with Joel Embiid is he don't even have to be full-fledged. Just play Robin for Maxey, bro. Like you ain't gotta be MVP Joel Embiid with Maxey cooking like this for these last what he
13,
got a stretch to go in
games.
40 games. Yeah, he gonna
Right.
stretch like 30 13, 15 games of
13,
like 40
14
points.
games. Yeah.
Yeah, like bro. All you gotta do is be there to set the edge, set the thing, make a few mid-range shots, and call it a day. We've been needed, bro. We would not lose that Denver game when we had Embiid, bro. I'm telling you.
Hell no. Especially in Philly, hell no. We're not losing that one.
We wasn't losing that one. We just needed a couple. We lost by a couple bad plays down the stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Maxey not getting the ball in the last 4 possessions was crazy to me, but we just needed Embiid. Bro, we ain't have nobody to contest Joker's shot, bro.
They tried 3 different defensive strategies, and Jokic found the answer every single time. Because I mean, Yabu on him. Like Jokic is like what 6'11", 7 foot. He can see the whole floor, and he's a willing passer. So he's definitely, if he don't get to the rim, he's definitely gonna make the right play.
Yeah, and then that they blitzed Jamal Murray, left him on the top of the key.
And then he made that 3.
I honestly wouldn't blitz. One thing I would do is just let Jamal Murray beat me, bro. Like Tyrese Maxey and Jamal Murray just had to field day. Will have to go at it one-on-one. Because there's no way I can just leave Jokic, bro. Like you can't leave him, bro. Like,
bro, you know what's funny? Before when the game was happening, I was like, yeah, I probably would have given Jokic that shot. And then I looked at his percentages. He's shooting like 47, 48% from the 3. I'm like, oh shit.
No. Never leave a white man wide open in Philly. Never. You come on, man. You've been at one of these playgrounds in Philly. You never leave a white dude open for 3, dog. Never.
Man, that was funny, man.
You
Yeah,
never leave
Jokic
a white man
47,
open for 3, bro.
47 from the 3. I think last year
47%.
he was terrible. He was shooting at 36%.
Yeah.
But this
But
year
you
he's
know,
gotten much better.
we've been having some bad center play this year, bro. Like
Because we don't have a
bad center
center.
play. Yeah.
Because we don't got a center. We playing Yabu, who's 6'8" at the center position.
Yeah, man.
So
I
we're
can't
always at a
stand it.
disadvantage every time.
I can't stand that he start at the center position, bro. Like I just can't stand it, man. And it's nothing he can do because you can't play Bona and Yabusele at the same
At the
time.
same time, right.
Oh my god, bro.
Got to be able to. But I mean, I think RJ, I think the good news is I think tonight most of the players are questionable. So hopefully some of these guys can get on the floor. Maybe we can get a Drummond. Maybe Embiid might suit up. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe Embiid might get on the floor. But I got to ask you this final question. You think Embiid you think he can play right now, or you think he's dealing with a knee injury? That's why he's not able to play.
That nigga bullshit. You see him
the handstand?
handstanding? Come on, man. He had pre-game warming up and don't play, bro. Come on, bro. Like, what's the difference between playing Friday and not playing and playing Sunday? Like, what's the difference, bro? Like, what's really the difference? Bro, we just saw you do handstands, so you can't say that you hurting. You can't say that you can't walk no more. We see you at the pregame shooting basketballs, bro. He actually in uniform practicing just to troll the fans, bro. Like, that's the shit that I'm talking about. That's the reason why I'm letting let him go, bro. Like,
You think he's trolling the fans?
He trolling, bro. He know that we annoyed with that shit, bro. He in full, bro. He got in full uniform to not play the game, bro. He trolling. You know how Joel Embiid is, bro.
You talking about the Denver game?
The Denver game, bro. Full uniform. Ain't play. And nobody ain't got mad. I was the only one pissed. I was like, we lost. Like, that's all I thought about. I was like, he ain't, like, at least Drummond, like, even though I feel like he got a fake injury, but at least he ain't playing on his full, like, doing no goofy shit that we can see in practice. This be like, he ain't hurt. Man, yeah. The shit that I'm like, bro, you make way too much money. You the cornerstone of the franchise, and you trolling, bro. We ain't got time for to be trolling when we trying to win games. Like,
yeah.
And then you got like I mean Maxie doing the best he can, and I'm sure probably Maxie like, bro, I'm sick of this thing. I'm sick of him tired. I'm sick and tired of him hurt, but he don't want to say. He don't really want to. You know, Maxie a good guy. He ain't gonna really keep it a bean with him like that. Like,
right.
The only time he kept it a bean with him, he was like, "You gotta show up too." But then it was like, oh, we was just playing. We was laughing about it in the locker room. Like, no, bro. Like, keep it a bean with him, bro. Like, keep it a bean. Like, that's my problem. Like, he want to say something, but he don't want to say it because, like, he look up to Embiid. And I'm not mad at him, but at the same time, like, we all annoyed with it, bro. Like, the trolling is annoying at a certain point when I'm losing. And I see you fucking chopping it up with Jokic happy. Like, bro, I'm pissed. Like, you see Maxey, he was pissed, bro, losing that game.
Mm-hmm.
Because he knew he had a chance to really win that game because he ain't get the ball at the end of the game. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's my biggest problem with Embiid. And that's the reason why since the beginning, I was like, all right, I'm done. At the beginning of the season when I was talking to you, I was like, man, I'm done with this guy because he the cornerstone on our team and he never playing, bro.
Right.
We need to build chemistry. This is, like you said, it's 8 new guys on the team, right?
Right.
The whole team probably only played like 5 games together.
That's crazy.
It's almost like 45 games that went past.
Yeah, we're going into game 46, I think, or maybe 47.
Bro, 46 went past, and we only play like I mean, we probably have to track that, but I
Mm,
think we only like the most we only probably played was like 7 games, the full roster,
full roster. Yeah, right. That's
and
true.
that's with McCain. Like that's what I'm saying. The full roster have never played together like this entire season, and you
That-
goofing off like we ain't got time to be playing. We trying to make the playoffs, bro. Like that's just
yeah.
me.
And at this point, I don't think we got to be playing around because the Sixers were already in the hole. So, and I mean, somebody was telling me that we can make a run at the 6 seed, but I don't know how realistic that is at this point. But
We can, We just gotta
we got
outwin some teams.
some
We
teams,
can't.
right?
Yeah,
Hmm.
we going on a 4 game stretch. I like that we won those games, man. I was proud of the team because I wanted. I'm happy to see the fight of a team that's like super undermanned. But at the same
Hmm.
time, it's like, is it worth it? Like at the same, we in that crossroads. Like, all right, we can catch the 10th seed, but is it really worth it? Because we don't have the chemistry to really contend for
To
nothing.
contend, right, right.
And
But I mean,
then
some people think. I mean, some people think if you get the right matchups, you can find yourself in the finals, and you can be contenders from there.
no, it don't work like
It don't
that
work
though.
like that. Yeah, yeah.
You know
It
it
don't work.
don't work like that, bro. You played basketball before, man. Chemistry is everything in basketball, bro.
Right.
That let people know cutting without talking. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Catching the pass without looking. That all of that comes with chemistry, bro. Like you know this guy through and through. Like,
Yeah.
and then all this season going to do is for Maury to just be like, we ain't have all our guys, and and this and that. Like that's all they just said. KJ just got traded.
Hmm.
Did they say did KJ
Oh, you
just got
said
traded?
KJ? I ain't heard of that.
Ain't no new news.
Nah.
Okay, okay,
Hold on. Let me. Nah, no
yeah,
news. Nah, just the Caleb. Just the Caleb trade.
okay, yeah. I was looking at the Discord. Somebody just said that we got traded, but maybe not.
Man, that'd be crazy. But RJ, I'm getting ready to shut down. You got any final thoughts on this team or on
Man,
this trade?
oh man, that was a good trade for both teams, man. Like I said, we needed younger guys. We need to get younger. We need to hopefully it'll help the money to pay Yabu. I like Yabu as a piece, man. Hope we can keep him
Hmm.
for next year. Um, it's a good trade in my opinion. Um, I still don't think we should be winning, but I'm just here for the vibes, buddy. And that's it.
Here, here for the vibes. Hey, RJ, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate the contributions.
All right,
Appreciate you
good dog.
calling the show, man. Appreciate it. Um, but yeah, that was RJ right there. Giving his thoughts on this team, and on this trade. He feels like it's a good move for both teams. I mean, I think the Sixers, yeah, they definitely benefit because you're getting another guard, who can play alongside Maxi or maybe potentially come off the bench. Now, I don't think he's gonna start right away. I think he's gonna have to earn his minutes. And I think he can definitely earn his minutes, right? If you can play for a Tom Thibodeau team and find yourself in the starting lineup, I think you can play for any other team, right? Not to say that Tom Thibodeau is the greatest coach of all time or best coach in the NBA, no. But what I mean is, Tom Thibodeau does expect a lot from his players. So I think he can definitely play himself into the starting lineup, and then the team can go from there. And I mean, I like him as a starting two guard, or maybe at the one. I think he's a two guard, but I think him and Maxi, you getting defense in the backcourt, you getting floor spacing in the backcourt, somebody who can also score. I mean, he's giving you double digits in points. Even though he's not a consistent, double digit score, point average or whatever, but I think he can definitely be a threat when he's out there on the floor. So, good moves for both teams. Like RJ said, I think it helps the Mavericks as well, because Caleb, what I'm saying, he's a Veteran player, been in the playoffs on multiple times, maybe deep postseason run, so he's definitely going to benefit off of playing with Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis and Klay Thompson as well, right? So, yeah, it's a good trade for both teams, but I would say that Dallas won the trade, right? Because the Sixers is not a complete team as of right now. So, that's my thoughts on it. Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts right down below. And yeah, it's trade season, so we might be getting a few more lives, right? I might be going a few more lives. If another move happens, I'm gonna go live again and talk about the trade. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Smash that like button if y'all haven't already. DFJ Hoops. Yeah, let's get the subscribers up, man. Let's get the subscribers up. Shout out to my guy JD Banks. Shout out to RJ again for pulling up. Shout out to Mike Sports Vibes, who was in earlier on. And then shout out to all of y'all that's going to watch on the playback. But yeah, appreciate y'all. Catch you guys on the next one. Hey, Caleb, I appreciate you, what you did for the Sixers. Even though it wasn't all that great, but once a Sixer, always a Sixer. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.